Bonjour, je suis Madame Nash, votre professeure de français. And today we are going to speak about nouns. And we're going to speak about the masculine and the feminine nouns in French. So in French, nouns, naming words, are either masculine or feminine. Here are some examples of masculine nouns. Le tableau, the blackboard. Le garçon, the boy. And here are some examples of feminine nouns. La table, the table. La fille, the girl. The origin of grammatical gender is not fully known. It is a trait that comes from the Latin. In French, to know for sure if a word is masculine or feminine, the best way is to learn it. However, there are some rules to recognize if a word is masculine or feminine, but with many exceptions. So let's have a look at singular masculine nouns. In French, in most cases, singular masculine nouns will end with a consonant. The boy, le garçon, the dog, le chien, the street cleaner, le balayeur. All those words, as you can see, end with a consonant, N, N, or R. However, there are many exceptions, so the best way is always to check in a dictionary to find the gender of the noun. For example, one exception is the florist, le fleuriste, which ends with an E, the piano, le piano, which ends with an O. Now, let's have a look at singular feminine nouns. In French, in most cases, singular feminine nouns will end with an E. The girl, la fille, the waitress, la serveuse, the female baker, la boulangère. However, there are many exceptions, so again, the best way is always to check in a dictionary to find the gender of a noun. For example, an exception is the pizza, la pizza, which ends with an A. How would you check a noun in a dictionary? When you check a noun in a dictionary, the noun will always be followed with some information, even in English. If I look for the noun boy, it would be displayed as follows. Boy followed with the little n, a tiny n written in italic. In English, the small n in italic indicates that the word you are looking at is a noun. Garçon is followed with the little n and the little m in italic, and that indicates that the noun is masculine. If I look at the word girl, it is also followed by a little n in English, which means that the word is a noun, but in French it's followed by a little n and a little f. It means that the noun is feminine. How do we learn the gender of the nouns? Unfortunately, in French, there is no easy way to learn the gender of a noun. The only way to learn the gender of a noun is to actually learn it. The best way is to learn the noun with its article, so you know the gender of the noun. See lesson about the definite articles in French. So if you learn the words café, rue, baguette, roast beef, the best way is to always learn them with the articles. You can also color code your nouns, and you can add masculine MASC when the noun is masculine, or feminine FEM when the noun is feminine. So as, for example, le café, and into bracket I wrote masque, and le roast beef, and into bracket I wrote masque. So in one glance, I can see that those words are masculine because it's color-coded, because it is preceded with the article le, and because into bracket I wrote masque, which is short for masculine. Now, in the feminine, I color-coded it in pink, in dark pink, and in a glance I can see that those two words, la baguette and la rue, are feminine because it's preceded by the article la, because I put femme into bracket, and because I color-coded it in pink. These ways, when I make my flashcards, for example, I know straight away if the noun is masculine or feminine. Now, let's have a look at the plural of the nouns. In English, to mark the plural of a noun, you add an S. In French, in most cases, it's the same. Yes, there are exceptions, but let's keep it simple for today. In English, you will hear the S at the end of the nouns. The boys, the dogs, the cats. In French, the final S, which marks the plural of the noun, is silent. Les garçons, les filles, les chiens. The easy part is that it does not matter if the noun is masculine or feminine. The plural will always be S. So why is it so important to know the gender of a noun in French? Well, it is important because everything else depends on it. The articles, the or a in French, the adjectives, the describing words, we're going to have a lesson on the describing words very soon, and the conjugation. But for now, just focus on the nouns and learning the gender, and watch the video about the definite articles in French, which is how to say the in French. Alors c'est très bien. Now you have mastered the French nouns and the gender, and you can practice by doing the exercise in the next slide. And remember to look at the ending of the noun. Even if you don't know the noun, look at the ending. If it's a consonant, it would be masculine. If it's an E, it would be feminine. And if it's an S, it would be plural. I did not trick you this time with some exceptions. So it's a pretty safe exercise to do. Activity. Find out if the following words are masculine, feminine, or plural. You might not know the meaning of those words, but for now, just focus on the ending of the noun. Chat, girafe, chien, monsieur, dame, voiture, pluie, camion, serveur, porte. And you can check the answers in the next slide. But before you check the answers, please try to do this exercise by yourself. Réponse. So let's have a look at the noun chat. It ends with a consonant, therefore it's masculine. Girafe ends with an E, therefore it's feminine. Chien and monsieur end with a consonant, therefore both of them are masculine. Dame ends with an E, therefore it's feminine. Voiture takes an S at the end, therefore it's plural. Pluie ends with an E, so it's feminine. Camion ends with a consonant, therefore it's masculine. Serveur takes an S, therefore it's plural. And finally, porte ends with an E, it's feminine. So if you have completed this exercise and got 100%, very well done, très bien. Merci beaucoup de votre attention, au revoir et à bientôt.